So, I watched this movie. This is one of those How to Train Your Dragon. This is The Hidden World. And I watched most of it last night and then watched the rest of it this morning. This is ginger and red long pointed peppers. I put a fair amount of ginger in it today, so it burns pretty strongly. And I made one here for James too. I don't know when he'll show. I probably have a mustache again like James. It's on me. Yesterday, was it? Day before? Yesterday. So I thought the animation in this movie was better than the previous ones that they did. I especially liked how they did the hair blowing in the wind and the sunset over the water. That looked beautiful. And I think the story was better than in the previous one. I found it more enjoyable. But it could be that they're just aging the audience, right? And so maybe the other stuff was just for younger boys and maybe this, maybe those young boys now need more story or whatever to entertain them. So I actually enjoyed it more than the others. And I did not watch the alternate opening. And I thought it was kind of interesting the way they added or included historical sort of things, like they had them island jumping for a specific reason. They usually it's the Vikings. They were traveling west and island jumping, and it's just how it's explained is that, well, they weren't real navigators, so that's all they were doing, so they weren't really sophisticated. They were just a bunch of thugs and whatever. And so it's kind of a way of justifying the fact that sure, the Vikings, they know, everyone knows now that the Vikings definitely found America before Christopher Columbus. But still the Romans, they like to have the lasting control of and people don't realize it, they think, oh, well, British imperialism. And it's like, British? So anyway, just think about it. Look back into history and figure it out. And so anyway, they included island jumping here, and they had it for a different reason, and it was entertaining. And the whole dragons, being birds, prehistoric birds, right? And they're saying in the end, well, they could be, they're just hiding, waiting for waiting for us somewhere, to stop behaving like such, I don't know, savages or whatever. And that really they were the anyway. So it's entertaining. And I think even young kids would enjoy this. the animation was good, and there was a lot of action and all that. And I don't know. I think the Vikings would be the last people in the world I would want to make a cuddly movie about. But um, anyway, but it worked, and it's enjoyable. Oh, and here's my paper mache condom balloon, my pinata. James is calling a penis-yata, but it's really not, because I'm going to make it into a watermelon, I think. So it's not going to... Oh, and I should show you. I think, you know, seeing as it's here. What I'm using for paper is, I mean, you can go through your... The fun thing about pinatas, making pinatas, is you don't have to go out and buy anything. You go through your recycling, and I mean, I was going to go buy balloons, and then I thought, why? And no, you're wondering, was that a used condom that I washed? No. No, that was not. So I did waste a condom, I suppose. But, you know, if you happen to have some expired ones around or whatever, is it a waste? No. So, anyway. So I use these bread bags from the organic flaxseed rye and the other one that we eat. But I'll use I have other paper recycling in here. Might use that. And I have way more candy that's been given to me than what will fit in that. So I'm going to have to make another one, I think. But I'll show you more about the process later on. It's really easy. It's a fun thing to do with your children. I used to make a lot of them when I was about, I don't know, age 9 to 11, 12, maybe. Because frankly, I didn't really have any friends. I had friends, but they weren't good friends. They were not nice to me. I did have a few that were nicer, but anyway, I had a lot of craft time, so I would do a lot of crafts, and that was actually a more positive use of my time than hanging out with the friends that I had, as far as I'm concerned now. So it's a great thing to do with your child, and your child might actually choose to do creative things rather than hang out with really sucky people. So yeah, I highly recommend pinata building.